The technological changes, that was denoted by T in the supply function. In the supply function, the factor technological changes was determined by T. Now in this factor, what was happening, that if the technology improves, if the production technology improves, then what will happen? Obviously the cost of production will fall down. If the cost of production falls down, what will happen? Obviously the producers can earn more profit and thus they can supply also more. If the cost of production falls down, then they can produce more, supply more in the market, and if the supply is increasing in the market, what will happen? Again the supply curve will shift to the right. Similarly, if the opposite happens, like the technology of the production did not improve, then what will happen? Cost of production will increase. Then the producers will not produce that much. Okay, it will decrease the supply. Thus, if the supply in the market decreases, the supply curve will shift to the left, just as in this way. See, all of you can see the price is constant, the price is not changing. Okay, so if the price is kept constant, like I said in shift, the price of the quantity will remain constant, only the other factors will change. So in other factors, technology is changing. So if the technology is changing, what is happening? The supply curve is shifting. Okay. Now, the next point is input prices. The input price point is also more or less same. In input price, what is happening? In the input price, similarly, if the price of the inputs or the raw materials, if it is high, then the cost of production will increase. Again, the supply will fall. And thus, there will be a leftward shift in the supply curve. However, if the input prices fall down, if the price of raw materials fall down, then the cost of production will also fall down. Okay, if the cost of production falls down, again the supply will increase in the market and there will be a rightward shift in the supply curve. See. See the input price. Okay, see the two changes. Okay, so the first change is, see, increase in supply. There is a rightward shift in the supply curve. Decrease in supply, there is a leftward shift. So if the price of the raw materials fall, cost of production will fall, supply will increase, rightward shift. Here, if the cost of the raw materials rises, cost of production will increase, supply will fall down, leftward shift in the supply curve. Now, next is the change in the taxation and the subsidy policy. I explained in the factors that if the government imposes various indirect taxes on the commodity like sales tax, VAT, or now it's GST, if it is imposed, obviously the price rises. Okay, thus again what will happen? So now if the taxes are imposed, what is happening? The prices of the commodity are increasing. So if the taxes are imposed, automatically the cost of production of producing the commodity is also increasing, and thus it affects the supply in the market. So due to taxes, the supply is affected and thus there is a leftward shift in the supply curve. Similarly, if subsidies are given, if subsidy means relaxations are given in taxes, then what will happen? Cost of production will not be so much high. Okay, because the prices will not be high, cost of production will not be high so much, and thus with a reduced cost of production, the producers can supply much more than before due to the subsidies, and thus as the taxes are not imposed and due to the subsidies, they can supply more, and thus it will bring about a rightward shift in the supply curve, because with reduced cost of production, they can supply more in the market.